Bringing a whole new team together with this global esports team and pretty much a whole new team and a whole new coaching staff. What's the struggles that come along with that, and how early do you have to get the strategizing protocols, all of that kind of stuff ready to go?
I think we have possibly maybe like a top 3 coaching staff in APAC behind the likes of.
What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Entre Interview, and today I had the chance to interview assistant coach for global esports Balax about his time working with global esports and XLG, his outlook on the future of the game, and his time in esports. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. So, how long have you been in the esports industry, and what are all the roles you've had behind the scenes?
I think it would be coming to 2 years in March. Yeah, I think I started out, for me, I want to start out at the lower level, right? Really grind, just grind out, see how I would do. So I started off at like some tier 3 or 4 team. Started out as like a head coach, right? So when I started out, I realized I want to start out in EU because I feel like EU compared to APAC is maybe more friendly, right? There's more teams, more tournaments. So I said, okay, let me start out in EU, and my sleep schedule is really cooked. So me stay awake at like 3-4 a.m. it was like perfectly fine for me. So I was a head coach for them. Then eventually I realized like these guys, I think it's very common at lower levels when teams would just die, right? So team died, and then I moved on to I think there was a period of time about 2 months where I just didn't do anything. I think this was about June to July, August. So June to August, I didn't really do much, and this is where the time frame starts to get a bit murky in my head. But I was still looking at opportunities, right? Because I just want to do something. I was fucking bored, right? I stopped playing football. Not American one,
Yeah.
the one with an actual ball. Yeah, the one with an actual ball. So, so I started playing one with an actual ball, right? I stopped actually, and then so I just wanted something to do, right? I'm very competitive, so that's when I joined another tier 3 EU team. Right, from there, my role was, I don't know, I feel like it was like an assistant coach type role, right? And from there, I was there for about until the end of the year. Then I realized, I've been through, this team has been through too many trials. The coaches kept changing. One coach left to join our team, which I understand and respect. Then we got another coach, Snow Cone, and so my time there, it was just assistant coach stuff, right? And we never really got off. I was just, for me it was okay. I feel like I can make the jump. I just want to learn. I want to learn from someone who's gonna give me more experience, or like teach me, right? Because my thing is, I refuse to be, I refuse to just go into a job and be absolutely clueless and shocked at the team culture. Right, so with that, then I joined. So at the end of the year, then I realized, okay, EU's got a fucked, so let's just move out to APAC. And so that's when I joined Soitai. Really, really great group of guys. These guys, have so much potential. Like, I can talk about any one of them for hours on end from this team. And it was just a very, very good experience for me. And I spent about 3 months there. And because I told myself, okay, with this year, let's just see if we can hit tier 2. Right, so I was looking at tier 2 APAC teams. Who I was like, because I don't speak Korean, so the Koreans are out of the picture. I don't speak Japanese, so Japanese are out of the picture. China, I know as much about tier 2 China as I know about feeding goats. Nothing. So so I was like, okay, let's just look at APAC, right? But then again, I don't speak Thai, I don't speak Viet, I don't speak I don't speak Tagalog. So I'm like, okay, so it has to be like an English speaking team. And that's when I realized, okay, Zipto, Zipto was under Mark at the time. I reached out to Scout Z, who's the old head coach who left for his own reasons. And so I reached out to Scout Z gave me Mark's contact, and I messaged Mark, and he was like, okay, I think he liked my work. And so I joined from March March, I was with Soy Thai. So we lost, if you look at Viela, once we lost Breakpoint, then I was like, okay, I'm going to move towards Zipto. But in between then, I went to Masters Bangkok. So it was just like a very fun experience for me. And when I joined Zipto, I was there for about 3 months. We lost the qualifying game to Shafa. It's like a BO3 single elim. It's really lucky because, like, I felt like we had good prep out till then, and I thought, yeah. So we lost, and then I think a week after that, Mark got let go, which was really disappointing because, like, the day before that, or like a few days before that, Mark and I had like discussed, okay, how can we, what can we do to try and improve the team and improve our practice hours, right? So we were talking about what we wanted to improve, how we wanted to improve, and yeah, and then they brought in JCL. JCL was good. Again, for me, it was just getting experience at a tier 2 team. I mean, we played Premier, but these guys were in tier 2, and funny enough, when I left, they actually reached tier 2. So, it was very funny. So after that, then in June, management let me go for stuff I wouldn't say. Yeah, so they let me go. So they let me go. So it was, okay. I mean, that's not much I can do. I think this is the first time I was like going to esports. And then I took like a month-ish break to finish up like some schoolwork, but I was still actively looking for opportunities. And then XLG came rolling around. Havoya, I think XLG crashed out at Toronto. I think the old assistant coach left, and then Havoya put out an NFT post, and I was hesitant because I didn't know much about China. I didn't know much about XLG, and when I did watch Toronto, they were dogged on. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. But at the end, and then I talked to some people, and they're like, just go and apply, right? You never know what's gonna happen. And so I applied because to me, I didn't feel prepared to be at tier 1 level, right? It was just I didn't think that my work was ready. Because I'm pretty sure up to this point I did not make any strat books at all, which is insane. Like I had like set play, like set round execs, but I didn't have like a strat book, right? Which is in depth. Okay, So but I mean, talking to Havoya, like I realized a lot of the work that I would be doing was anti-related work, and then extra strat booking needed, right? And then if I need to work with players, that's extra stuff as well. So it was mainly just anti stuff, which I was more than okay doing. And then XOG was amazing. Like the 2 months span that I enjoyed them was really amazing. Like I joined them and I was like, holy shit, actually my work is alright, right? But I realized, okay, at the same time I realized some of the work that I'm missing, I need to improve on, right? Like I talked to a few players. I talked to Coconut, right? Who's now, I don't know. I'm not good. I don't know what team. I don't know if he's on, but he's on our team. So I talked to Coconut. He's like, but you need to improve this. No man was really helpful with that as well. Where he was like, man, I think if you did this better, it would be a lot better. So I mean, again, for me, it's just coming away with an experience, right? Learning and hoping, personally hoping that I improved, and I think I did. I think if I would compare my work now to like maybe start of the year or even last year, I would call myself a terrorist. I would call myself a bot. There's no way I'm putting out this level of work and thinking I'll get anywhere. But and I mean, like, to be fair, I never expected to be doing it, right? Like, for me, I just stopped playing football because I was having issue with my leg, like especially around my ankle, so I had to just stop. And even then, towards the end, because it was like a community scheme, so towards the end, as you get older, they kind of push you towards coaching, and I really enjoyed it, right? So I mean, to me, it was just natural progression that I would do something like this in Valorant, especially with how competitive I am. So it was just, to me, it just felt right. And I think it was Koi's old assistant coach, Comet or Timok. You know, at the beginning, she really gave me a lot of advice and like how to start out, all this other stuff, and you know, I think some of it has really stuck with me. So you know, really big props to her, you know, for even just pushing me down this path.
Yeah, because when you talked about like, oh, some of the work I was doing wasn't very good. When I talked to Wendler, he was talking about the same thing. He looks at his old stuff from back when he worked with the guard and is like, this is terrible. Like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Because I feel like, I'm sure, I'd love to get your answer on this. Just looking back, does it just seem like it's incomplete or like the strategies are poor? Like, what would it be?
I think it's just lack of understanding. For me, it's lack of understanding. Like, I'm just putting words on a page to put words on a page. There's no meaning behind it. You know, it's like if I just did a Veto plant and I put 5 agents on the map and go. There's no second layer. There's no protocol about, okay, we're going to do this. This is what you two show. If they do this is our reaction. That's not it's just ranked. It's just, okay, you output you here, output 2 here, output 1 here, and then we're just gonna sit around and do nothing. And like, to me, like if I did that now, I think I would be shot on the streets. I'm not like, and to be fair, I've heard that some coaches do this, and like, hey man, if that's what tip, you know, rocks your boat, go ahead. But like, to me, I can't deal with 0% work. I can't deal with 5% work. For me, it's everything or nothing, right? So like, yeah, for me, it's just I need to be doing something. I need to be, you know, at least kept active. Say.
Most definitely. So, what led you from playing, like you said, football, soccer for us Americans, to Valorant? Like, what was the progression from playing that to coaching now?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I hated Valorant at the start. I thought it was a shit game. I thought it was a shit game.
I can't even lie. Same. I had a friend back in 2020 who was like, bro, you gotta play this game. And I was like, I'm not playing that, bro. I'm not playing CSGO Lite, bro. I play Overwatch. And now here I am.
Because I came from COD, Warzone, Fortnite. So to me, this game just seems like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? And even when I did play with my friends, I was like, nah, I was like silver, bronze. I was like, oh, this game's trash, bro. What the fuck is this agent who could just fucking throw a nuke at me? Like, what the fuck is this, man? Oh, I have people just dashing on sight. I was like, nah, this game's trash, right? I think it was a combination of things. Like, you know, because I normally play football. Like for years, I think maybe about 5 to 6 years of my life, it took up my Sundays and Saturdays. So from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, I was always at the pitch with my friends playing football. All right. But then I think COVID happened, right? We were playing computer games. Then I just tried Valorant. It was alright. Didn't really stick with me. I think it was 2021. So it's 2021, my friends were watching Champs. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Right? And they were supporting Sen. I didn't know anything about VCT back then. So they're like, oh, Sen's the best team. I'm like, okay, cool. Nice. Still didn't know anything. I didn't know anything until about I literally didn't think about Valorant competitive until 2022, when some of my friends were watching. I'm like, oh yes, Paper Rex is pretty. I'm like, okay. The Singapore team. Oh, okay, cool, not bad. I'm pretty sure Paper Rex went like 2-1, like 1-2 or like 0-2 that year at Champs. I think it was Istanbul. So, I think it was Berlin. I can't remember. It was one of the two, 2022. And then I just kept watching because I was bored. It was like midnight. Like it started at like midnight my time, so it just pop up on my feed and I just watch. I'm pretty sure that was the year Loud one, and I really wanted Optic to win, to be honest. I was like, yeah, they seem cool. Optic seems, and like to me, Optic, because I came from like Fortnite, so I kind of knew who Optic was. I didn't know who Loud was, right? So like Optic was, so it just went by names. Oh yes, okay, I know Team Lucas, they were on Fortnite. Yep. Okay, I know that team, they were in Fortnite. So it's like, same for Optic. It's like, yeah, I want Optic to win because they were in Fortnite. Maybe if Loud was in Fortnite, I would have wanted them to win. So yeah, 2022 started. 2022 happened. Loud won Champs. Then I didn't think about VCT for a while. Then kickoff happened, and I did not know what the fuck kickoff was. Oh no, actually I I only caught the end of GCC, or like after it finished. So after GCC finished, I was like, people like, started clips popping up on my feed or whatever, on my Insta feed, and I was like, what is this? And then I realized, there's another circuit in VCT, right? So yeah, and then 23 happened, kickoff happened. I was like, okay, shit, actually not bad. And I still remember it was grand finals. I was watching. It was Loud Fnatic. I watched the first two. I was like, okay, Fnatic won this. It's done. Fnatic won this. And then they lose map 4. They lose map 5. They lose map 3. They lose map 4. They nearly throw map 5. They were down like what 11-4 map 5.
It was like 11-2. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they came back. So yeah. Then after that, I just started watching VCT more. Right. Watch. Yeah. Then I was like, I mean, there was never really a competitive mode to really come in because I didn't see it. Then so at the start of 24, I was just really, really fucking bored. And I think that was when, was it 24? Yeah, I think Mini had stopped coaching in 24. So he started streaming and he created this like Discord. So that's, I joined Discord out of like curiosity, right? And then a few other coaches or current tier 1 or ex tier 1 or like people in the scene also were in the Discord. So I was, that's where I also managed to like learn a few stuff, right? Meet a few people, and like like I said, comment, Timok, like why don't you just get into coaching? Because to me, like if I'm not doing something competitive where I know I'm better than you, and but until the next time we play each other, then I'm not satisfied. Like I want to be the best. It's just natural to me. Like even when we're playing football, okay, I want to win this tournament. We didn't win many, but it was just like, okay, right? If we beat that one team, it's like, okay, cool, man. Like, until we play each other next time, I'm better than you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you guys, the rest of them will be better than us, but it's alright. So it's like, okay, then, yeah, I just needed something, like, competitive to do, fun, right? Because I really enjoy just the process, winning. It was just, me, it's just natural that I would try something in the VC, like competitive Valorant to a degree. Yeah,
because when I started watching at the same time, like competitively a ton, it was like late 2022, 2023. And yeah, so I just remember it was Copenhagen with the PaperX FPX game where PaperX was back and forth. FPX ended up closing out with that where they had the people come in right at the end. But yeah, it's really interesting because just seeing how so many people in the scene come from traditional sports. I mean, snowboarding is what I've heard, American football, or just other games too. And you can bring that kind of ideologies into esports. Like, have you brought anything from playing football to Valorant, like mentality-wise?
I think it's just, to me, it's practice, right? Like with me, when I was even just amateurly coaching, it was gotta set a standard of practice, right? If we're not like, to me, probably like I know other people wouldn't feel the same way, but like we gotta practice with reason, right? With a meaning, right? We're not just doing shit for the sake of doing shit, right? We're not doing rondos for the sake of, we're gonna pass the ball around, right? There has to be a reason, right? This is how we're gonna improve, right? If one person's giving 10% effort and everyone else is giving 100% effort, then obviously we're not going to improve as a team. So it's just, to me, mainly more about effort. I'm trying to do it, but like, yeah, like especially when I first started out, it was like, okay, guys, I tried to set like practice game plans as much as possible. At like my first team, like once I got towards more assistant coaching role, I'm just more supporting what the head coach wants, and if I can just dip in here and there once a while, give my own opinion and like try to force the stuff that I see, then I would. But to me, it's just effort, right? Like if we're not giving 100% effort most of the time, like even if we don't, like let's just say someone's sick that day, okay, fine, right? Then someone else needs to pick up slack, right? Because right, not how are we going to really put in and practice as well as we can. Yeah, practice. And I think with football as well, it's just, well, to be fair, any sports, right, where there's going to be momentum, it's just also like just play it out, right? Right. Even if we lose around, concede a goal, okay, next goal, right, next possession, right, let's just go again next. It's fine to lose. Like even you're down like 1-11, doesn't matter. Just fucking go again, try again, doesn't matter. Play next round, right? Play next round. We lose, fuck it.
Yeah, because I mean, the only way to get better, you don't get better most time by winning. It's if you, camera always likes to mess with you. It's if you when you lose, that's when you learn the most. You know, most time you don't learn a lot by winning. So yeah, I get what you mean about that competitive drive. I mean, you're only better. At least I learned this in basketball a lot. Back when I played, you're only as better as your worst player. If your worst player is completely terrible, your whole team isn't going to be that good. Yeah, I just think I like the mentalities though you bring of the practice every day. Working with Fr0st on Global Esports, have you learned anything from him this early on?
Yeah, I mean, I love Hector. He's amazing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've learned like a lot. Like people think this guy is just fucking. Oh, I'm gonna go on my podcast. He doesn't do anything, but like, nah, like honestly, Fr0st is like up there with people, like that everyone talks about. But just because his teams don't win a lot, they're not going to international events, and you know his name's not going to be brought up as much. And I think Fr0st is amazing, right? Like, I've learned a lot about like how to run a team, right? Like, and like I'll admit he has wacky macro ideas, and I think I have a few wacky macro ideas as well. So it's also for us and Vlad. Vlad is, I know he has a few ideas as well. It's just trying to find the balance between three of us to find comms that will work for the team, right? So what I mean, if I've learned a lot from Fr0st, like how to run the team, right? And you know, for me personally, like I had like early on towards when I first joined GE, you know, I had issues where, like to me, I was always kind of like backing down if I had an idea, and I like, you know, I felt strongly about an idea. So Fr0st and Vlad were like, you know, hey, don't do this. If you feel strongly about an idea, put your points up, you know, then we'll talk about it, and then don't just back down, especially to players. Just do it, you know. Just say, and then if we like it, then we'll run it. If not, then if we see both points and the other side's better, then okay, that's perfectly fine. But at least, you know, just don't back down from having that conversation or that discussion about why you think yours might be better, because it, you know, it actually might be, and then, you know, we actually lose something because you just backed out of it. So I think it's more like kind of learning how to stand my ground as well. And like for me, when like, because I need to do my most Singaporean males need to do their military service. So for me, like I'll probably have the next 2 years kind of cooked. So for me, it was like, okay, I want to learn from people, right? And like from Havoya, I learned a lot again about how to run a team, right? Like different people run different teams, different, right? And Havoya also had, like he was the one. I think him and I think one of the I can't remember James or Raga who suggested triple Santi. So and with Havoya, I learned a lot more on defense side stuff, right? Because and also a bit more on attack, because he's more of an attack minded coach. Yeah, so I learned a lot more from him about that. And, you know, I really respect him and appreciate him giving me the opportunity at XLG at first, right? But again, for me this year and like next year, it's just learning, improving, and then if 28 comes and VCT is still around, you know, can I get a coaching spot? Which is why I really wanted to join Fr0st. Not many people know this, but I think Fr0st maybe said himself. I'm pretty sure he said he was going to join a Chinese team, and I heard that as well from like just rumors circling around. So I was like, okay, I talked to Fr0st before previously about, you know, people in China, right? Like the players in China, sorry, right? And like how some of them are. So I reached out to him like, hey, I heard you might be joining this Chinese team. You know, do you need an analyst or assistant coach? Let me know, because I don't mind it. Like to me, like I think China's a good region, but I think that was for me. I wanted to just win win a trophy in China, because we didn't do that split 2 with XLG, and to be fair, I think some of it was my fault, especially in playoffs on our Lotus. That was my bad, but I just I really wanted to work with Fr0st. Fr0st is someone that I have a lot of respect for, and I felt like I could learn a lot from this guy, right? Who has come from many different from esports, and been through it all. Champs with Alan, working with Furia and NA. So like, yeah, Frost was someone I really wanted to work with and learn from. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I said before with his team back on Talon, he was always a very good floor raiser. Like that, you'd always knew where Talon was going to be. Like they're always going to be very competitive, beat teams that always should beat, have the chance to punch up and always be competitive. I think that's what he's really great for as a coach. And so I agree with you that I feel like he's probably someone who's really great to learn from, just in the term of like keeping the team at a stable level. This is where we're going to be, and we always have the chance to keep punching up with the roster we have.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. I think with this CS roster, I think we look good. I think punching up maybe a bit. I mean, of course, we're gonna punch up the likes of Paperex and guess T1, but then like the rest of them, I think we could go bar for bar with any team. Obviously, we had to beat Barrow first. If we don't beat Barrow, and this guy's like fight me. Holy shit, I would look like a fucking bozo. But yeah, I mean, I'm very optimistic. Like I actually know that's a lie. I'm very like cautious. I think I've picked this up from China, where like DIG, man, holy shit, that team is on something else. Like like I was like, okay, this is an easy sweep, right? Like, and then I see Nick pull out some insane 2-kill spray transfer, RNG transfer rubbish from like fucking Rabo and Lotus, and I still remember the fucking kill. He's swinging right, and his bullets just bang kill both our players, and we go what the fuck, and like yeah, so like, and I go what the fuck, like I genuinely wanted to crash out. So like again, I think this year I'm a lot more cautious with my approach to teams. So yeah,
I want to ask you about the roster. So and correct me if I'm wrong, Xavi 8K, back when he was on Naus, he IGL'd a little bit for them in Ascension, correct?
I'm pretty sure he IGL'd for them at Ascension.
Okay. Was there, if you can give us a little bit behind the scenes of what the decision was, having him be the IGL for the team over somebody like Crystal or Autumn who've IGL'd in Tier 1 before?
I mean, I can't say fully because I wasn't, like, I joined, I mean, I could say, so like the process of me joining G was kind of, I heard Frost was interested in me late October. I'm pretty sure, I think it might have been late October, early November. So then we had a conversation then, and he kind of told me who he wanted on his team. And from my understanding, it's just, I don't know much about what he knows, but he was like, okay, so I like this kid Xavi. I think his calling's really good in Tier 2. I think he thought, from what I understand, that he could have helped, that he can help Xavi like really improve his calling to be, really, like at a good level in Tier 1. So I assume it was just he had more blocks to work with, right? More like you have less experience in Tier 1 or zero experience in Tier 1, so you're able to kind of mold him more into what you want him to be.
Yeah.
Right. That's my understanding. Maybe Frost will come out here and tell me that I'm actually smoking. But that's what I understand it to be. So yeah. And I mean, I did not know Autumn was IGLing in China. I did not know it. I know the Sava was IGLing, but I did not know Autumn was IGLing in China.
Yeah, I think for a little bit. I don't remember if it was starting in stage 1 or stage 2. I think he IGL'd for them for a little bit back on FPX. But what you said about being able to mold, that makes a lot of sense, because you have somebody like Autumn, somebody like Crystal, they're solidified. They know what they want to do. But for with Xavi,
yeah, I think even Pat as well. Like Pat's won a trophy. That's more than any of us have done. So Pat's won a trophy. So, and obviously his own team was a bit crazy in the sense of they run crazy shit. But I think Pat also has like good ideas, right? If you don't walk away from Paperex without learning anything. So I'm pretty sure he learned a few things, and he's definitely helped us and given us pointers like, hey, we could have done this maybe better, or so on and so forth. So I think Pat, Autumn, Sava have all given very, very good like input on how to help Xavi, and I think Xavi's really taken it well. He's given a lot of info as well.
Yeah, it's definitely good for somebody who's a young caller like that to have as many like points of somebody who can assist with Frost, with two former IGLs, with Patman, who's won a trophy. There's just so many, I can't think of it, like so many just different blocks that he can, like you said, you can build off of there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I really like the idea, and I mean, like Javi's a shooter.
Oh
like,
yeah.
If my IGL is shooting this hard, then, or even if he isn't my best shooter, but he's still doing what he's doing, like, hey man, it's not bad, is it? I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not saying he's gonna be as good as Valen, but like, Valen's all who think of that's an IGL that can shoot, right? So, you know, having someone in that, you know, 5th slot or whatever who can just shoot, nobody's gonna complain about 5 shooters on the team.
Nope.
I'm not.
No one. Yeah, because I remember back when he's in Ascension, yeah, he was disgustingly good on now. So like, just felt like he was out there just, I mean, yeah, just watching him, I felt like he was one of the best players in the tournament, period. Like, no debate about it.
Yeah, I was really high on Javi. To be fair, I admit, I was late on Javi train until someone told me, hey, you should look at this kid. And I looked at him, I looked at some of his stats, I looked at his stats, I watched a few games, I was like, yeah, not bad, this kid might be him. And then essentially comes around, and honestly, I thought Naus was looking very strong. I thought like they could have, you know, maybe made more noise, but you know, it is, you know, SLT or Vero, you know, was insane, and then you go on that low bracket run from Longshim. So yeah, I mean, the kid still proves us like, holy shit, yeah, this kid has something. So yeah,
because
I really like him. I really like him.
Yeah, I just remember on that Naus team, it's just hard to make it through when you have the two former VCT teams and then a team like the Vero SLT team, which was just full of absolute shooters. It was ridiculous.
They did well. I think they played very well as a team. Very fine enough to we'll play against them first game. I think they played very well as a team. Yeah, they're very good players. Juna's an amazing player. Yeah, I really like Juna as well.
Back when you worked with XLG during champs, you guys had the big win against Sentinels. What's the vibe in a team like after a huge win like that?
I mean, I don't know, because I was in Paris. I was in Paris to kind of tell you, but I can tell you right now, I was smiling. I loved it. You know, I don't think many people had us doing well. Man, that's fair, right? You know, I think, to me as well, before joining China, I was like, oh, damn, China's kind of right, even though they won champs, like, okay, you know what, and bro, 3 Chinese team went 0-2 barbecue. So for us to be the only team that beat Sen, it was really fun, and I think the boys enjoyed it. For me, I personally enjoyed it because I felt Sen was beatable. To me, I felt like we should have won. We should have gone playoffs. Like, no doubt in my mind. Like, I felt we should have gone playoffs, and I was more than ready and prepared to go to playoffs. Like, because I was gonna go on it, like, because when champs happened, playoffs would have happened while I was in Australia. So I told myself, okay, if we do make champs, I'm bringing my laptop. I'm not going there for holiday. I'm going there at work. So I have my laptop prepped already, and then we lose to GX, and it's like, damn. Okay, well, at least I get to take holiday. Like, Sen was very fun. Sen was very beatable to me. Like, the NT we did was very predictable. Not as predictable as GX, but still predictable to a degree. Oh, okay, they're gonna do this. Like, when watching back the VOD, yeah, it was really fun. I especially loved the Lotus. I felt like we were gonna win Lotus no matter what. And to be fair, like, I think one thing Havoya that I can really give a very strong shout out to is his map Veto reads, and that's something I also learned from him, right? Like, throwing spanners in the works or making teams choose between, like, just, you know, for me, I've never really done map Veto, especially in the lower levels, right, where you're not doing a lot of, you don't have a lot of data to kind of see what teams are going to ban and pick, so you got to just really just kind of gun it. And like, for me, from Havoya, you know, being able to pick that up, right, it was something that I learned, and I really appreciate that from that as well, from that experience. So, I mean, yeah, people think we throw the Abyss, but I think Abyss was a very good pick because these guys didn't like Ascent, so it's one or two. You either pick Abyss or you pick Ascent. And then we go into Haven, and I had a very amazing, like I realized this tell on Ascent attack. If you spot one of where their utility is, you kind of basically tell where the rest of the team is based on that just one piece of utility. So that was my thing to the team. Okay, if we can find where this piece of utility is, find where this piece of utility is, the rest of the game is so much easier. They're gonna play da 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 da. So like I really enjoyed that. And then Lotus was just fun because to me Lotus on defense we won what 9-3, yeah, and I think this is where I admit like my own fault, where in China we didn't do A defaults at all on defense. If people want to go back and watch the VOD, we didn't do A defaults. Coming to champs, we did A defaults. Not as much as I would have liked, because I would have preferred 12 rounds, like not 12, but more rounds of A defaults. But then we just did A defaults, and then Sentinel kind of lost. No, oh shit, defense, we lost 3-9. Fuck, my bad. But like, to be fair, I think that was just on me not emphasizing faster rotations. Where the moment we have that A lock, okay, we're gonna start stacking B and C, right? And that's my bad, and that's something I learned from. So it's, you know, when we went into the next game, GX, I messaged Voy and like, hey, if we do get this A lock, or I can't remember, I think I messaged around the players, but it's like, if we do get this A lock, go into a faster rotation, rotate faster, get into our stack faster. So yeah, and yeah, overall it's just really fun. I enjoy beating San. I think nobody expected us to beat San. I expected us to beat San. I felt very confident going into the game. The moment I got the map Veto, I was like, nice, cool. We're gonna play GX. I think it's like I had a fear that they were gonna pick like Haven, or like they weren't gonna or they were gonna ban Lotus or Haven, but yeah, and this is like no disrespect to the San team, because like I have a lot of respect for them, and I think maybe like 10 or 5 people know about this. So at Bangkok, I will obviously Sam was at Bangkok as well. I was at the after party, and over there I met Tans, John, Tarek, and like the whole like you know, like the broadcasting crew. So like to me, being able to meet John, and I have a photo of John. I don't think he'll even remember, or any of them will remember this. Like this fucking little Asian kid just fucking met them, and then you know he's doing the anti for them at champ, against them at champs. But to me, John, and then like I bet GP, like, yeah, it was just very very fun, and then going to be at champs and then anti them, and then be the one to knock them out. Very fun experience overall.
It's like those pictures where it's like they had no idea that this guy was gonna be the one who was gonna knock them out of champs. What, 6 months down the line?
Yeah, I mean, but like it's not me, right? It's the rest of the team. Like they, Hoboy, especially Hoboy, like a lot of those people don't give him a lot more credit than he deserves. Like he's really really good, and really really underrated. And I think we had our differences to a degree, but like if there's one thing I will admit, like as a coaching point of view, amazing, brilliant, like really 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 good. And I'm gonna support the XLG boys again. Like I expect them to do very, very well this year. Yeah. So yeah, it's very and the rest of the team was just amazing as well. I think No Man played very very well that game, if I remember correctly, along with I think the whole team just played very very well at champs.
Was the win any sweeter for you or the team because Sen had the moniker of the China Killers? Like they just beat every Chinese team.
I think the team probably enjoyed it more. I don't really care about these nicknames that the Korean gives, like Korean Killers, okay. Then when they if we lose to if they lose to fucking what's his name, RQ like Korean Killers. All right, cool. What they lose to to me it doesn't really matter. To me it's just nobody expected us to win. Nobody expected us to do as good as we did. If we made playoffs, I would have loved it even more. Right, all these fucking people, all these analysts go fucking arm chatters going, yes, yeah, this team is bad. And to be fair, we did make playoffs, but most people had us in bottom 4. Right, that's understandable. We kind of slowed down towards the end of playoffs, right? But we won bottom 4. It's like the fucking celebration, the meme celebration where the guys just
the champagne.
Hey man, bro, it's the small wins. It's the small wins you can get, right? Not everyone can say that they have these small wins. So it's the small wins when they come and go. I mean, am I going to remember this win next at the end of this year? I hope not. I hope we have bigger wins than beating XLG beating San a year ago. I hope we have bigger wins with this team.
Most definitely, yeah. I mean, only one can only hope, right? All you can do, and game plan accordingly, of course. What's a tip you'd have for someone trying to become a coach or an analyst?
Do every open application. I mean, I'm kind of not joking on that because if I didn't do the open application at XLG, I'm not here. I'm probably just fucking scouring for LFT for teams. Just do open applications and then just want to learn, want to improve. Like for me, again, I want to improve coming to 2026. I wanna improve going to next year, right? Which is why joining Frost was such a such a big pro for me, right? So just have that mindset of just don't be stagnant, basically, right? Just be able to adapt to new environments, because I'm like, I can tell you, I've had to adapt more than once, and I'm sure this applies to anyone in the scene, right? No teams the same, no players are the same, no positions the same, right? It's just how do you adapt and how do you provide that value, right? And as long as you're just providing value, right, and showing that you actually do good work and can actually help people, right? I mean, and I mean, at the end of the day, this industry, this sport is a performance sport, right? If you don't perform, you're gonna get kicked very, very fast. You're gonna be like a one and done, right? And if some people want to be a one and done, that's perfectly fine. I don't want to be a one and done. That's not good enough for me. So yeah, like just provide good, like just keep doing work and like just keep wanting to improve, keep like that I think that's the best mindset. I want kind of a growth mindset. Just keep wanting to improve and find new avenues and finding ways to learn. Like that's so many, like I think compared to like when Valorant was coming out in 21, like there's so many more things people can do now to learn, right? Like I think Rib's now free. I think Rib's a decent-ish website. I think it could be read a lot better, but some people are trolling Rib. So yeah, but there's so many more like areas and resources out there.
That makes sense. You should never want to be the same coach or analyst or player you were a year ago. If you've stayed the same over a year, you're doing something wrong. Bringing a whole new team together with this global esports team and pretty much a whole new team and a whole new coaching staff. What's the struggles that come along with that, and how early do you have to get the strategizing protocols, all of that kind of stuff ready to go?
It's going to be difficult, right? I think any team that's keeping 2 out of 5 and like rebuilding like a whole team, yeah, it's going to be difficult. I like to think we've hit our we finished our honeymoon phase already, right? And I like that, right? We're not honeymooning, at the wrong time. I like that. As long like for us, 5 different people, right? Like Frost had his own ideas from talent, Vlad has his own ideas from Twister Minds. I have my own ideas coming from XLG, and then just my own personal opinions. I'm sure all of them have their own personal opinions, and then all of them coming from crazy FPX. That guy for crazy FPX, and then all of coming, and then like Sabi coming down from Naus and tier 2, and then Udo and Crystal staying from the old GE team. I'm sure they have their own ideas. So like yeah, it's been tough. We definitely have some stuff where we go, okay, I like this, but you like this. So how can we find a compromise? Right, like early on with me and Vlad, like that was something that we kind of had like a short discussion about. Oh, you like this on this map, but I like this as well. Okay, can we find a compromise between both of these, right? And I think to a degree, like it allows us to kind of see each other's point of view, and then we go, okay, I see your point of view, and then how can we implement this into a team, with what either of us wants, right? So we kind of find that balance and difference, and it's been really fun, right? Because for me, it was like at my old team, it's just Havoya, so it's Havoya and I just discussion, and then the players have a small say. So like now I need to think about, okay, Frost wants this, okay, I want this, but how can I twist mine so I could fit maybe into Frost a bit more? Or if Frost and I have a discussion, or Vlad and I have a discussion, So, and like the players are just really, really helpful as well, right? The thing is, I'm not in Korea. If like this maybe Korean apartments look like this ain't a Korean apartment. I'm not in Korea. So So yeah, and like for me, it's just when I'm watching VODs or I'm in comms with them, I'm like, okay, how can because Frost and Vlad are just and Platoon are with the players in Korea, right? So they're gonna be able to give straight input to them. So for me, it's just from here, how can I give my own input? That's gonna help team. So yeah, it's been really fun and I really enjoy it. Like people meme, I don't like, man. Shut up. It's fun. Like if you're not part of it, like of course you could say, oh, just 4 coaches. Yeah, okay. What, 2 coaches, 2 editors. Okay, cool. And
Mhm.
I think we have possibly maybe like a top 3 coaching staff in APAC behind the likes of RQ, PRX. I think we're almost as good as anyone,
Mhm.
to be honest. And I'm pretty sure everyone about the team will say that about their team, but this is just from my point of view. He's been in APAC, Vlad's been everywhere. He was on NRG. He's worked with Woot and Sociable at 5 Lux, right? He was on Twisted Mind the most recent year. I'm just coming in and I'm just trying to support, right? I've come from different regions as well, so we all have our own different regions, and we have our own different ideas. So I think we can bar for bar with just about anyone.
Yeah, because I think having all those different kind of mentalities, all those different identities, all these different teams, being able to bring all those together, you could have a team that you never know what style you could expect from them. They could pull out the FPX, PRX style. They could pull out a slow style, more like an old NRG, something like that, where you could just never really ready on a day-to-day basis on what team you're going to be facing.
I don't think anyone knows what the fuck we're gonna do. Sometimes I don't even know what the fuck we're gonna do. Okay, we're doing this instead. Okay, cool. What do you want from me? So yeah, like if I can't even expect what we're gonna do halftime, I don't think half of these coaches or teams are gonna even know what the fuck we're gonna do.
Coaching over in China versus coaching on a Pacific team now, what are the differences in players or in the way you have to just analyze the game?
I mean, to me, the players are the same. Like, I mean, Tristan was in China and like I had like a very short opportunity to work with him because of stuff that happened, and he was with XLG for like a day, and I'm pretty sure after the day I told him, yeah, what player Sava is holy shit. And I was like, if I can work with Sava one day, I want to work with Sava one day, and then we are on G. So it's like, yeah, and to me, like these players don't really have a lot of differences, right? They both said to them, want to learn, want to improve, want to win, and that's something I can get behind, right? There's no one who's gonna go, oh, I'm not feeling it today. Everyone's gonna give the 100% effort. Don't know why this fucking Asian thing, but everyone's gonna give the 100% effort, and like that's something I can get behind, right? And that's something I fuck with heavy. Yeah, I mean, especially like in China where everyone's, I think everyone in China also wants to learn and want to improve. So like for me, just coming in and they also helped me learn. So it's also the same. And same here at G. Like I'm learning so much every day. So to be both sets of players, I just like it's not much difference, right? Both, like all of them are fucking amazing. To me, Happy Way not winning Senti of the year was insane, and being Board of Control of the year in China was insane. That shit is cooked. Like Raga should be in top 3 dualism in China conversations, but he's not. I don't know why. James is an amazing flex. Like this guy will play anything, right? Like I don't think he played Deadlock before until we asked him to play Deadlock. So like this team, both set of players, and like Pat's been amazing, man. Like for someone who's won a trophy, he can go say, "Yo, Balax, Frost, Vlad, shut the fuck up, I won a trophy," but he's not, right? Like so that's something again I get really is like all of them, right? All of them's been to multiple Masters, champs, and they all still want to learn. They all still want to improve. So like both set of players are just amazing. I have nothing bad to say about any of them.
So there's very minimal difference between region to region.
No, I don't see much of a difference, to be honest. I see players who want to compete, who want to be the best at their region, be the best in the world. So I think they're both really, really good.
I think that's the one thing is that for every region, everybody just wants to win and be the best player they can be the best player in the world. Okay, for my last question here, this is about the recent patch 12.0 and the breeze changes. Do you have any personal changes that you really like, or anything you really don't like?
I think patch are fine. I still don't like the utility change. I think it's load of horse shit. VCT, why career? Oh, we have too much utility. Yep, so we're gonna produce an agent that's gonna delete all your utility. Bro, this agent is cooked. When I play him in rank, it's so or like when I'm doing skirmish with my friends who've never played Valorant before, and so first time loading up, and I pull up Veto, and I just sit there in my ult, and Raise Rocket comes at me, and it does nothing. A literal nuke doesn't even stop me. I go, yeah man, this agent so fun, and then they goes, yeah, we're gonna half all your utility as well. So instead of probably 3 cycles utility, 2 cycles. Nah, like I mean 12.0. What changes? Breach, I guess. I don't think that pushes much of a needle. I do like the Bandit. I think the Bandit's an interesting gun. I think it changes sort of like how teams will play around the egos. I mean, if you buy half armor Vandal in round 2 now and you have to go against Bandit, nice, good job. Like, very fun. So yeah, so egos, fun. I think it forces team to be a bit more cautious and think more about like the overall strategy on how they wanna play those rounds. And I think the patch notes are fine. Like, I like Breeze. I like personally playing it in ranked. I think the map feels better, right? You don't feel as open. I'm not going to worry about some fucking red Reyna player just walking down halls late round killing me. So yeah, I think it's a lot more fun. I really like the new patch changes. Yeah,
because with the Breeze, I talked about with Elevate about how it's much more closed off and how we might see different kinds of like, now you're not just forced to only play Viper. You can actually play like the normal smokes and not just feel like you're permanently punished for not playing them, or for playing them. I mean, like I just think it getting more closed off also is better for the average player. Because everybody, like, if everybody in my gold rank games, you get Breeze, people be like, fuck, we got Breeze. Nobody wanted to actually play the map.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone in the wider community hates every map. I think the only map that people can stand is Haven. Yeah, 12.0. Yeah, I think it's very interesting change. I don't think it pushes much of needle. I think Teho becomes more. I think teams that are playing Breach are just gonna keep playing Breach. There's no reason for you to change now. What are changes? Breach, Teho. That's about it, no?
Yeah, that's all I can remember at the moment. But also, I wanted to ask you now about Veto. Do you think he'll have an impact like in pro play? We've already seen some people pick it Bow on EG. Seems like you're not a big fan of the character, so.
I think he takes a very specific comp and team to work around him. Yeah, I think Veto's alright. I see the value in him for sure. Like, bro, imagine you just have this one guy who counters everything. Like, he doesn't die to nukes and he only dies to knives. Like, of course, I think that's value, but like, I think it's gonna be very specific. And I mean, so far we've watched 4 maps, 4 teams.
Yeah.
There have been like what, 2 Veto played, and both have been on Abyss. I mean, I think teams also just can't fit him in. I would like to see more of him for sure. I think he's very interesting. But in my opinion, Riot fucked up. Like, there's no way you're producing this agent and then not making more duelist changes. We're still seeing Yoru, we're still seeing Neon, we're still seeing Waylay. Like, somewhat, like, there needs to be. I think the patch change team are focused on the wrong stuff.
Yeah, because like
in fact, 10 more nerfs to Viper right after this video.
Just gonna drop
10 more nerfs to Viper right after this video. So, yeah, man. Like, hey, man, we're gonna keep seeing more Yoru. We're gonna keep seeing more Waylay. Fair play.
Yeah, every game still up to now in VCT. Every single map has had a Waylay or a Yoru, except Breeze. They had a Jet there, but I think there was still a Yoru. So, I mean, character's pretty good.
You can't have push on an agent and not push and then you push out that patch as well, and then you don't push out patch that nerfs the fucking the duelist. Like,
all right, well, I think that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much.
Appreciate this.
Thank you very much. That end part right there with the Veto, the duelist. Do you have any socials you want to plug? I mean, do you got something else you want to say?
I mean, people are just stupid. Socials. I don't know. I don't use Twitter. I've been told I should use Twitter more. It's totally not Balax. I mean, I guess I'll maybe tweet something. Guess maybe I'll watch. I've been told I can watch party games, but I'm not media trained enough to watch party games. But I'll give it a try. I'm gonna say something that's gonna get clipped out of context, and I'm gonna be cooked. Oh man, I can see it happening already.
We're gonna have to tune into that one. We're gonna have to tune into that one. How fast will you get posted on Twitter?
Yeah, my Twitter is just, well, my Twitch is just Balax99. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's all.
All right, thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Everything's always appreciated. If you have any criticism, leave it down in the comments. Make sure to check out my other interviews and find me on Twitter also at Entree Interview. Make sure to check out my other interviews still with all these other people I've done. I've done Bonkar, I've done Wendler for other coaches, I'm doing players, so just make sure to check all those out. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.